Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Your home equity. It could be an untapped opportunity instead of an untouchable asset. Introducing HomeTap. HomeTap is an investor, not a lender. They give you cash in exchange for a share of your home's future value. Use it to pay off debt, make renovations, fund a business, or just live a better life. There's no interest or monthly payments to worry about. HomeTap. Get more from home ownership. Get more from life. Subject to eligibility. Terms and conditions apply. Visit HomeTap.com to apply in minutes. That's HomeTap.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It's our loud and local band of the week. This week, it's Blunt Force. Our loud and local band of the week, Blunt Force. You want to find out how you can get their music?
Working on a new record. It's called Raised on Destruction. Actually, the second single from the record, Snake Cult, available as of today. You can check out the video and get the song as well.
You can get the info on the BJ and Meeks page of KISW.com. And don't forget, Sunday nights at 8 o'clock. It's 2 solid hours of great local music. It's called Loud and Local. Bands from the Pacific Northwest like Blunt Force.
Play Beat Mix.
I will beat anyone that calls in to play the game. He's smarter than you. He'll make you look lame. 60 seconds on the clock. You're going down and I'm gonna rock. It's time to play the game. So everybody scream his name. Beat Mix. Don't be a loser.
Beat Mix, and we've made it. It's Friday! Friday! It's Blue Friday! Yep! And Danny's jumping! Getting down on Friday! Everybody's looking forward to the weekend! Partying! Yeah! Yeah! Looking forward to the weekend! Happy Friday, everybody!
Yeah!
Happy Blue Friday!
And today's always a great day when we play that song because it always reminds me of the original songwriter, performer.
There you go.
Rebecca Black, and makes me go back to her Instagram page, which is always fantastic.
How's she doing these days? She's grown up.
She's great. She's gorgeous and living the best life.
Yeah.
Yeah, having some fun with old Friday fame.
How many followers does she have on Instagram?
1 million.
What?
Wow.
1 million followers on Instagram.
Oh, it is pretty amazing how grown up she is. It's got to be, over 10 years?
More.
Way more.
No way.
It can't be more than 10 years.
Well, she was
I could be wrong.
She was like 14 or 15, so she'd be 30 then, is what you're saying?
It came out in 2011.
Yeah.
9 years
9
ago?
years.
Oh, yeah. So that's it. That makes sense.
Wow.
So there
Probably
you go.
early
So
mid-20s now at this point.
That's where she's at, and she looks the part.
Wow.
She does. I mean,
Today I learned that. Wow.
She takes a great picture. I'll tell her that right now.
She takes a great picture.
She's
gorgeous.
23. Yeah, 23. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, wow.
Living the best life. I'm just saying. Just if you haven't seen what Rebecca Black looks like these days, it's insane. Because I forgot about her until somebody brought it up. And I'm like, let me see what she's been up to. And I'm like, holy smokes. Yeah, of course she's, 9 years older and looks like an adult.
From pop star to, I guess, Instagram influencer or whatever.
I don't know what she's doing. Like, if it's music or
whatever.
I'm assuming she's doing something.
Yeah, probably.
Got a million followers.
Let's get to our contestant today. We've got Travis and Kent. Travis, are you there?
Party!
Yeah.
I got a quick Friday the 13th thing before we go.
What's that?
Okay, so today is my last day of work at my current job. I put in my notice the day before Halloween. Now here's where it gets weird. My current supervisor's name is Michael Myers, and my new supervisor's name is going to be Jason.
Jeez,
that's
dude.
Awesome. That is really
Welcome to 2020.
Right before. See, you did it before Halloween, and look what happened.
Who's the head of HR? Freddie?
Right.
Your coworker Chucky?
Yeah.
All right, Steve, get out of here. Get out! For those playing at home, Travis will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Travis, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yes.
What monument located in Washington, D.C. was once the tallest structure in the world?
The Washington Monument.
Yes. How many checkers does each player start a game with?
16.
No.
14.
No.
12.
Yes. In the TV series Seinfeld, who played the role of Kramer?
Oh, gosh. Pass. I know it.
The dish bulgogi originated in what country?
Vietnam.
No.
China.
No.
Korea.
Yes. Which late night talk show host began his show on ABC in 2003?
Jimmy Kimmel.
Yes. Which actress is known for her roles in Ghost, The Color Purple, and Sister Act?
Whoopi Goldberg.
Yes. What war saw the use of tanks in battle for the first time?
World War I.
Yes. What is the number of the main mobile army surgical hospital in MASH?
Pass.
What compound makes up around 60% of the human body weight?
Water.
Yeah! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 correct.
Man, there's a lot of questions in there that are like, I don't know what I would do with them.
Well, you wouldn't answer them?
I don't think I could do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, there's some of them I'm like, very interesting questions.
Well, some of them are a little less on the pop culture side.
That's a fact.
And a little more on the you actually have to know stuff side. But there's still a couple of those
That's where I'm
pop
at.
culture ones sprinkled in there.
Sprinkle.
Steve.
Rev the Salt Bay.
Thank you. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
What monument located in Washington, D.C. was once the tallest structure in the world?
The Washington Monument?
Yes. How many checkers does each player start a game with?
12.
Yes. In the TV series Seinfeld, who played the role of Kramer?
Michael Richards.
Yes. The dish bulgogi originated in what country?
Japan?
No.
Korea.
Yes. Which late-night talk show host began his show on ABC in 2003?
Jimmy Kimmel.
Yes. Which actress is known for her roles in Ghost, The Color Purple, and Sister Act?
2 of those 3 are great films. Whoopi Goldberg.
Yes. What war saw the use of tanks in battle for the first time?
The Civil War. The World War I.
Yes. What is the number for the main mobile army surgical hospital in MASH?
That's a number? 69.
No.
911?
No.
867-5309.
No. What compound makes up around 60% of the human body weight?
Water.
Yes. Who directed the 70s film Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
Spielberg.
Yes. And Steve, you win 9-7.
Yeah.
Sorry, Travis.
Sorry, Travis.
That's all right.
Great game, my friend.
Good job.
It was a
and
good game. It was a
watch
good
out
game.
for Jason.
Yep, exactly, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's sweet victory. That's the way to go into the weekend, boys.
For you, absolutely.
Victorious.
Not so much for Travis.
Well, for there to be winners, there must be losers.
This is true. Now, I imagine that nobody else in the room besides myself and BJ would know the number for the for MASH.
Oh, I bet Danny and Vicky know it.
Yeah, and I think I know it. Is it the 607?
No.
Oh, then I don't know it.
Wow.
609.
No, it's the 4077.
That's what it is.
4077. Yep.
I knew there was an 07 in there, and for some reason I didn't know there was 2. I got the 07. Yeah, it's been a long time since I watched that show.
Well, you can go back and watch it. It's on Hulu.
I can, but I don't know.
No, you don't have to.
Yeah, I mean, someday if I feel in a binge mood, in a nostalgic mood, maybe.
You can watch that. You can watch Golden Girls.
Does it hold up? Because I feel like...
I don't know. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I'm binge watching Star Trek Voyager, and there's a character on there who doesn't... Yeah, of course. I mean, I've got Enterprise, but there's a character that does not age well.
Really?
Yeah, it's like some of the things that he said already, I'm like, you will not hear that dialogue ever again.
Sometimes when I'm watching stuff like, even like I didn't mention Seinfeld. Seinfeld has some really dated stuff. I know Friends does as well. It gets kind of weird when you're watching and you're like,
Yeah, Tom Paris, not exactly the kind of guy that people would be digging anymore.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, you know who, I was going to try to segue with that with people digging Steve. That didn't work out at all.
Oh,
Congrats, Steve. You won.
Segway King. There he goes. Nope. Yeah. Good job, Steve.
Thank you. That was a good victory.
Well, we got a new survey, and we've talked about this before. Many different surveys have talked about when you start feeling old or where you really notice a complete body decline. Like it just like overnight, all of a sudden you can't do stuff. They pick 3 different ages for that, and I never know which ones they are. I know that 60 is one of them.
60 was one of them, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I've started to really like. I've noticed in my life, probably around 57 to now, where it's like I cannot do what I used to do. But there is a time in your life where you do actually feel old for the first time.
It's when we talk about MASH on the radio.
Well, I'm going to tell you this, my friend.
Yes, sir.
This has already happened for me because I am past this age. You and Rev are going to get there. I think you're closer than Rev.
I am.
But Vicky
I'm older than the Rev.
Yeah, so Vicky and Danny won't have to worry about this for a while, neither will Joey and Sarah. But you, sir, how far away from you are you from 47?
Oh, I've 13 more years until I'm 47.
Oh, really? Well, you're fine then. You're in great shape. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm sticking with. I have a few years.
I've already noticed that it's funny because I've been working with you for a long time. I've worked with you and I've known you since you were a really young dude. Like you were even younger than my kids.
Yeah.
I've known you. And then working with you since 06.
Yes.
And I have noticed some things like, whoa, it's like that's not younger Steve anymore in certain things. But I haven't heard you complain physically. I haven't heard you say much about like you can't. As a matter of fact, you seem like you're in better physical shape than when you first started working here. I think that's the case.
I would 1,000% say that is the case. I'm definitely. I hate to be that guy. I'm the best shape I've ever been, but I truly am in better shape than I've ever been in as far as just like
hell yeah you are
keeping healthy, eating healthier. Although that being said, and I try not to complain about it too much because then my wife just laughs at me. There are times where if I sit on the ground for an extended period of time, I gotta warm myself back up in order to stand up.
That's the start.
Or I gotta I could get up in the downward dog position.
Yes.
Like I could work my way back up and like jump up like spry, like I'm a young ninja. But if I'm like trying to get up in any other situation, it's like my hip will lock and I'm like, and it's just like,
yeah.
I try my best not to show it, but my wife will even laugh sometimes. She's like, do you realize how stiff you look when you're walking after you sat for a while? Because I look like I have like my knees can't bend because I'm like warming my body back up.
Doing that good old dad groan.
Tell your wife.
Right. Seriously. That's it's like years of hockey have killed my hips and knees, and now wrestling has been very good for my body.
Your wife is brilliant.
Totally.
Yeah. Your wife is brilliant because you will always look older than her.
Well,
and she'll always feel younger around you, and it's not going to get any better because they talked to a bunch of people over the age of 40, and they said, okay, when did you truly feel old? And they said, about 47.
Yeah, I can see that.
And there are indicators that they ask, okay, well, what are you looking forward to? Like, all right, you're going to get older. You know that's going to happen. What are the things you're looking forward to being an old person? And they listed 4 things that they're looking forward to. And I wonder all right, if I ask everybody in the room, all right, imagine getting old, so some of you can't. But what are you looking forward to as you get older?
It's funny that you say that because I always love when someone gives you a hard time about your age. Like, oh, you're getting old. And like, you do realize that you will also get to this point. Like, that one day somebody will make fun of you for being quote unquote old. Like, laugh all you want. You cannot hide from that. You cannot run from that. It's inevitable.
I was the guy that you would probably tell that to, and now I'm hearing it.
Right. Like sometimes someone will be like, oh, you're old. I'm like, yeah, in 10 years, you're going to be my age.
That's right.
And then you're old, too.
Like,
damn. Sorry. Wah, wah, wah. Dude, I don't know. Like discounts at restaurants?
That's what I was thinking. 100% senior discount.
Right. That's all I can think about. Early bird specials.
That's not on the top 4, but I agree with you. That's a fantastic situation.
I think mine will be as like if I like am walking somewhere and I bail, instead of people laughing at me, they actually come and see if I'm okay.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Dude, that's true, man. I remember one time we were like in Hawaii, someone spilled, like if anyone falls, I would usually like laugh internally, but it was an old person. I immediately ran over to make sure they were okay and helped them up.
Yeah.
See, I'm excited to be that old lady and can say whatever the hell I want out loud.
Oh.
Yeah, you would just be the crazy lady.
And it's like, oh yeah, no, that looks stupid. What are you wearing? Like, I wouldn't say that now because,
But
I'm not old enough.
Like a lot of the things that I think are cool about getting older, I would never know until I got older. If that makes sense.
Oh, wisdom.
You know what I mean? Like there's certain things like the just the ability to just not give an F. Like I mean, in my 20s, I gave an F. I was worried about what people thought of me. Like now, I don't really care whatsoever.
That's not in the top 4, but that's not a bad way to be.
But that's not something I could look forward to because I didn't know it was going to happen until it happened.
Well, all right. So anything at all you guys looking forward to besides Vicky wanting to tell people off?
Not getting carded when I go to bars.
Not getting carded when you go to bars.
There's been a lot of times that I forget my ID at home, and it's like, what?
You guys are so
one less
young.
responsibility.
I mean, you're so young because those were such young person. I can't tell you the last time I had to worry about ever getting carded anywhere because I'm 102 years old. You can tell you're a young person where it's still fresh in your life that you still get carded.
It's happened with me though. I don't know if it's happened to you, BJ, where like I'm hanging out with some of my buddies that are younger, like some of my hockey buddies, and we go to like, Buffalo Wild Wings or something back in the days of going to restaurants, and all of a sudden the waitress comes over and our waiter, and he's just like, hey, can we get everybody's IDs? And everyone's pulling out their IDs. And I'm just like, I don't need to pull out my ID. Like, it's very apparent that I'm not 21.
Yeah.
And then finally, like, sir, how about you? And I'm just like, it takes everything in my power. And I just laugh at the guy and be like, come on, stop being that guy.
Well, it's not even that.
I know
legally.
you have to.
Yeah.
I know, but it's just so funny.
Yeah, legally we kind of have to. And
They don't do that to me.
Oh, bummer.
I mean, they look at me. Oh, you're fine. They never. I mean, because they probably figure if the liquor control board comes in and gives them a hard time for Jurassic BJ, they'd be like, "Get out of here." I mean, I know they would, but
you don't want to deal with the liquor control board.
So none of you have hit this. Like the top 4 things that these over 40 people said they're looking forward to in old age. You guys have not hit any of them.
I like this texter's one: wearing Velcro shoes.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah. That's number 1.
What? Old people love Velcro shoes.
Oh, yeah. Is that what we like? We like Velcro shoes? Is that what I want?
Do you not have any? Do you want some for Christmas?
Yeah, I do. I don't like them and I don't need them.
Loafers. I'm really digging loafers, but I feel
loafers? Who the hell calls them loafers?
Exactly. Old people. I'm excited.
Okay.
Cranberry juice.
Okay. Wait, what? Honestly.
My grandpa drinks cranberry juice all night.
Are you all in the concussion tent today, all of you?
Yes.
Okay. How about relaxing and spending more time with your family? Something that people look forward to when they get older. No? You don't want to do that?
Well, I mean, aren't they going to be young and not want to be around us old folks?
That's true. Right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's...
Werther's candies.
Yes!
Oh, there it is.
There we go. Yep, that is not in there. How about this one, which I don't know if any of you are really like even thinking about this. Starting your second act. I guess whatever that means, like
a second job
or
second
half of your life,
like a midlife crisis sort of thing.
Maybe a new career, maybe you want to volunteer, maybe you're just you've saved enough money.
Maybe you're going to get that convertible.
Your brother is one. I think a lot of military people actually do start their second act.
That's a good point because he's retiring at the late 40s. He's I think 47 or 48, and. Yeah, now it's part 2 of his life in a way.
Yeah, like the big waltz of the world, because he's in his second act. Because especially if you're, good, if you were lucky enough to be an athlete, you pretty much are done with that career, early in your life.
Yeah,
yeah. How about retiring and traveling more? Nobody ever cared about doing that, huh?
Well, I mean, I have to save money to retire, and that's not happening anytime soon.
Good luck with that. Really.
Coronavirus has to go away for us to travel. So.
Oh, yeah.
Number 3 sucks, BJ. Skip that one.
Yeah. How about being more advanced in your career? That's what people look forward to. No?
I feel like I'm getting worse at it.
Stephen, I think millennials don't think that's going to happen either, from what I've read, too. So, yeah, maybe I don't know who they talked to, but they weren't young people. Oh, yeah, they were over 40.
Yeah, none of these seem very exciting. I like the whole not giving an F or being able to say whatever you want.
Or cranberry juice.
Or wearing whatever you want, nobody cares.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Yeah. It's like you become a child again. Like a child could go out wearing Spider-Man costume in the summer and no one's going to bat an eye.
I know.
And I feel like if you're 80 and you were walking around wearing a Spider-Man costume, people will think that's really weird but kind of cute.
Exactly, because you're 80.
Right.
I can't wait for that. All right, it is time for Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show at 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. We got your calls. We got your texts at 920 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Your home equity. It could be an untapped opportunity instead of an untouchable asset. Introducing HomeTap. HomeTap is an investor, not a lender. They give you cash in exchange for a share of your home's future value. Use it to pay off debt, make renovations, fund a business, or just live a better life. There's no interest or monthly payments to worry about. HomeTap. Get more from home ownership. Get more from life. Subject to eligibility. Terms and conditions apply. Visit HomeTap.com to apply in minutes. That's HomeTap.com.
When we think about something that brings out the best in us, it usually involves helping someone else. By donating plasma at a Grifols Center, you can help save millions of lives and show your good side to the world. You'll join thousands of people who donate safely each week, so patients get the plasma-derived medicines they rely on. And you'll be rewarded up to $1,000 your first month. Learn more at grifolsplasma.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle, is listeners on the loose. Brought to you by Spartan Plumbing. This is where you get to pick the topic, where you get to guide the show at 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. So if something is on your mind, get it off your mind, get it to us, but follow Steve's rules.
It's a simple rule, BJ. Show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, you're going to be gonged, and we're going to have to say goodbye to you.
Goodbye. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. I look forward to this segment, Steve.
Why is that?
Because this is where that one texter gets to tell us how he's trapped at work and hates our show.
I thought about him yesterday, and I just chuckled. I'm like, that is just such a hilarious thing that here you are at your job, and you're forced to listen to something you hate.
That does suck.
Woe is us.
Are you still there, texter? Because I threw the gauntlet yesterday. I said, look, if you don't like what we're talking about, come up with a topic that you would like us to talk about. I mean, we're willing to help out a person once in a while, but his answer was not a good one.
No,
he was kind of a troll. So,
all right, we have a texter that has a very. I just saw this and I thought this was super cool, but they wanted your opinion and to see what you think. BJ, did you see that the Miami Marlins just hired a female as the GM? History is being made.
I didn't know this.
It just came out earlier today. The Miami Marlins have announced that, what is her name? Kim Ng is the new general manager, making her the first female baseball general manager and also the first Asian American general manager as well. Double whammy, 51 years old.
If you understand baseball or any sports, I don't know whose job is what. I think that's the key. Like a general manager, a president, an owner. Who is actually the one that makes the big decisions when it comes to putting personnel on the field?
I thought it was the general manager. That's the person that gets the players, makes the trades, decides on who to draft.
I did too, but I've sometimes seen other people who are so many different people involved. Then you got the scouts. Here's what I believe. I believe that you've got to now be savvy when it comes to like the luxury tax and all of these different things. Plus, there's a lot to understand when it comes to like a player and like how long can he be brought up in the major leagues, and you have a hold on him before he goes to free agency. All the arbitration stuff, all the waivers, and how many times you can send somebody back and forth to the minors. There's a lot of that stuff that really has to be managed, and I don't see why anybody who's got a brain in their head can't do that. I don't think you have to have actually played Major League Baseball.
I don't think a lot of the general managers ever played a lick of baseball on a high level. And dude, I'm reading this is pretty cool. Like 30 years experience. She started as an intern for the Chicago White Sox, and now here she is running the Miami Marlins. She worked with the Yankees for over 10 years, the Dodgers. Then she was also part of the Major League Baseball's commissioner's office for about 9 years. And was it Jeter's the person, I guess, that hired her? Because Jeter's part of the Marlins. And there's pictures of her and him with the championships because she's won a few World Series with them. And a lot of people are like, yeah, she's beyond qualified. It's just obviously it was a big deal because before this, we didn't have a female running things. And I mean, you talk about representation. Here's a person that's going to represent very well.
Yeah, and it looks like, I believe she's an Asian American. So you're really,
they said she's the first Asian American general manager as well.
So you talk about the ultimate in representation. I mean, a female Asian American running a baseball team, that is fantastic. And here's the thing. all I would care about is, can you bring me a winning team?
Right. Can you bring a championship?
That is all I care about. And I see no reason why any human being can't do that, as long as, she still has to fight with the owners. She also has to make sure she picks the right kind of manager for the team, as well as, staff, the whole coaching staff, because there's a whole philosophy. She could be somebody that says, I really believe in sabermetrics. And there are some managers go, I don't believe in that, computers and stuff. And then she's like, all right, well, I'm going to have to toss your ass out because, we have to have that philosophical agreement.
Well, wasn't there, I thought the Indians had a general manager that was a female. Oh, there's a movie, Major League.
Yeah, that was Major League. I think...
wow. Yeah. Sorry, my bad. Yeah. It's a whole different world.
And I think Broadmeyer also, one of the minor league teams had a female general manager, too, that he was having a good time with.
Dude, that's pretty cool, man.
Well, it's very cool, and we'll see what the Marlins do. They've been a team that have been known to put together a giant, amazing, awesome team every once in a while that wins the World Series, and then the next year sell it all off. Like they literally just give everybody away.
So if she does well, maybe they'll sell her off to the Mariners, and then we can actually
put together
a winning team.
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
That would be really, because the Marlins are a much younger team than we are, and they've won 2 World Series, I think. At least have been to 2 World Series.
They won more than us. That's
a fact. They've won 1, I know, and I think they've been to at least 2, and they are a much younger team than we are.
It's so weird seeing the press release come out and it says Marlin CEO Derek Jeter.
That also is weird.
Yeah.
And also, and isn't Magic Johnson is like working with the Dodgers.
He has been too. Yeah, for a little bit.
Yeah, so it is so weird, to see these big athlete luminaries that are in business.
At least that it wasn't so much that. I just know Derek Jeter is a Yankee. You know what I mean?
Oh, right.
He's never anything but a Yankee, so it's weird seeing him speaking on behalf of it. Like, it was like, as a hockey geek, when Martin Brodeur ended up doing stuff in the management world with, I think it was the St. Louis Blues, and it was just like, it bothered me. I'm like, no, you're not a St. Louis Blue, damn it.
Isn't Florida really New York South?
He's basically doing what every old person does.
Yeah.
They leave New York to go to warmer pastures, and that's Florida.
Look, I think it's fantastic that we have inclusiveness in this world. I think it's great for that reason. And at the end of the day, I'm sure it has nothing to do with any of that, and that, in fact, she's just massively qualified. If you see all of the things that she's won, it's like she should get the job no matter what. She should just have had the job. But it is cool that, in this day and age, we get to see this kind of inclusivity.
Someone said Don Mattingly's the coach. He won Coach of the Year for the National League. Lots of good things happening with the Miami Marlins right now.
We'll see, because Don's an old dude.
And he's a former Yankee. Look at all these damn old. You're going to see they're all going to Miami.
And I think since we're talking baseball, a shout out to Seattle's own Kyle Bodie, who Joey knows and used to play Magic the Gathering with. He was he was voted the top 50th most influential person in baseball because of the fact that he is at the forefront of sabermetrics and the way he teaches people how to pitch. And he had his own academy here in Seattle. Major league pitchers would come to see him, and then eventually he was recruited. I think he works for the Cincinnati Reds now. And it's just a kid I remember Joey playing Magic with, and he came up with a whole redesign of how pitching should be done based on metrics, and everyone just continues to laud this guy, and he just got put in the top 50 most influential dudes.
Nice.
For the sport, so that's a cool thing.
You got text message has nothing to do with baseball, but everything to do with Netflix and radio.
Yes.
I said, did you guys see that there's a Netflix movie? It's a Christmas film about a radio show that falls in love with each other. LOL.
Oh, that's fun.
Dude, so I heard about it.
Let's watch it.
It's called, that's the first thing I thought. I'm like, oh, crap. It's called Midnight at the Magnolia. And it's about, I guess they're in their own relationships, the host and the co-host. They're male and a female. Their relationships end, so they end up pretending to be in a relationship for some kind of dating thing for their radio station. And then, of course, they fall in love. Here's the problem, and it's so funny to see this on Netflix's Facebook page and everywhere else. They put out a trailer. It's 2.5 minutes long. The trailer is the entire movie, BJ.
Pretty much that's it? They tell you everything?
Not pretty much. They tell you everything. I can't even imagine.
Wow.
Even people are like, yeah, I was looking forward to this movie until you pretty much spoiled it. It shows you the entire story arc. It shows you, the twist, and then it shows you how it ends.
Well, what? In 2 minutes?
2.5 minutes. It covers the entire film.
Why
I could
would
be wrong.
they do that?
Part of me wants to watch the movie to see if there's honestly, the only way you can twist it is to turn it into a zombie film or something.
Okay, now I'm watching.
Now I'm in.
Yeah, but that is so ridiculous that they do that.
Yeah, someone says I was going to watch it, but the preview just kind of showed the whole movie. Netflix, we should probably work on these trailers and build some suspense. Members are, wow, Netflix, great job. Fire whoever made this trailer. There's zero reason to watch this after seeing the trailer sum up the entire plot and put the couple together at the end. Facepalm.
Yeah, unless there are people that want to spend 2 hours feeling the good feelings that come from this, because you're right, Steve. I mean, I know everything's going to happen. Why would I want to watch like an extra, 90 minutes of the same?
Netflix does this all the time with their trailers. Their trailers are the worst.
Oh, see, that's not cool. I don't watch the Netflix trailers a lot for that reason.
Sometimes I'll watch a trailer and it has nothing. It's just like a scene from the movie, but it's not even a good scene. I'm like, why is this? Like, how is this a trailer? There's no big boy voice. There's no like.
There isn't somebody in Hollywood that's really good at making trailers that they can hire for a lot of money.
I'm trying to watch this and there's like no music. There's like nothing with this.
The trailer?
Yeah.
No, it's the movie.
It is. It's just a shortened version of the movie.
Oh, it looks cheesy, too. It looks so bad.
Oh, it looks
cheesy. Dude, this is like the cheesiest movie ever. But they're on the radio, so we have to watch it.
Well, there you go.
Right?
I mean, they are at least, giving some love to our profession.
You'll probably also score some points with your wife if it's a cheesy Christmas movie.
Oh, and I'll predict what's going to happen. All these movies are so predictable. Of course, they always end up in love.
Well, unless you do the Seattle version.
What happened in the Seattle version?
Well, then you don't stay in love. If you're married and on the radio, we've seen that here in this town where that does not work out well.
Well,
I'm just saying. I mean, that's the Seattle version.
And the special episode of Midnight at the Magnolia.
Yeah, I mean,
Johnny over there banged the weather girl.
Yeah, so that's what happens.
Oh, hey, look at
And then all of a sudden the missus doesn't like that, and like the whole show goes to hell.
Hilarity ensues.
Yeah, I mean, so that's the only way you can make this movie different is if you just say, and let's do the Seattle version.
Wow, that's the only way that this movie it'd be worth watching it though, because it legitimately gives you the entire film.
That's.
But I'm a sucker for it. Of course I'm going to watch, because if there's a hockey movie, I watch it. If there's a wrestling movie of any sort, I'm going to watch it. And if there's something that involves radio, of course I want to watch
This
it.
looks so dumb, but then I got excited because I actually found the real trailer that actually has music, so there is one out there. But they use the same microphones we do.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, hey, look at that. That's
Attention
cool.
to detail, man.
First of all, none of these people have faces for radio, though, so I don't believe they're in the business.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I think I look as good as her.
Okay, I was going to at least try to get you closer to him, but
there he is, rocking that same microphone.
Oh yeah, look at him. He looks perfect. Who do we know that looks like that in our business? I mean, there are people who try to look like that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Ryan Castle.
Ryan Castle looks exactly like that. You're right.
Mm-hmm. Delilah.
All right, Delilah. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to give Delilah. Delilah looks like that too. All right.
Well, now all of our radio brethren are like, gosh, they don't think any of us are attractive. Well, look what you're doing. You're going to cause a complex for a lot of people.
Well, it used to. You know what? It's changed. It's changed recently, but in my day, it was like people like me. That was the only chance we had to be in the entertainment business was radio.
Dude, the best part of the trailer, at one point, they're like, "How are you going to trust him? Remember when he bailed on you in high school for the other girl at prom?" And then, sure as us, he's walking the streets. Who does he run into? That girl from prom.
Are you serious? That's in the trailer?
Yes.
Oh, my God, Netflix. This is a Hallmark movie, though. Your wife is probably going to be all over this.
She might think this is too bad to even watch.
That's impossible if she watches all those Hallmark Christmas movies.
Yeah. I feel like Hallmark has better attention to plot lines than this.
Okay, you need to watch this with her, and we need to get her Hallmark thumbs up or down.
Knowing my luck, I'll come home and be like, hey, I heard. She's like, all right, I already watched it.
Because it's a Christmas movie, right?
Although she doesn't start watching Christmas movies until after Thanksgiving.
Oh, really?
She's very serious about that.
Well, this is one that's in radio. Her husband's in radio. It's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Give me a report on that.
I'm okay. Yes, I will.
You pick the topic. You guide the show. It's Listeners on the Loose. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. We got more of your calls, more of your texts at 936 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs. Mornings on The Rock. 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Jesse on the Mount Baker Highway. You are on The Rock.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Not too bad, buddy. What you got for us?
I just wanted to pick up off the conversation earlier about, what sci-fi thing or invention or, that you would want to have or own.
Oh, what future invention? Yeah, so what future invention would you like to have? Because we're talking about a toilet. We had the $8,000 toilet. There could be flying cars. What would you like?
Well, my invention would probably be able to encompass all of those because I would like my own Death Star.
Why would you want a Death Star?
It would be awesome. You got your own, like, it's a giant base, it's full of ships, and you got troops, and you can, troll the planet by hiding behind the moon and sneak it out and be like, oh, God, here comes the Death Star. I think it'd be awesome.
You understand that the Death Star was a planet killer run by a bunch of basically fascists, right? I mean, the Death Star is not exactly something that's a cool thing that was actually a great invention. It was a machine of death.
But if he's running it, he doesn't have to use it for that.
Oh, really?
Exactly. Well, just because I'm running doesn't make me a fascist. I'll take it over. It could be on the rebel side, you know?
All right. It could become the Life Star.
It's called the...
Yeah.
But it destroyed planets. That's why it wasn't Death
But it doesn't
Star.
have to.
Right.
Okay, well, we're done with that. Yeah, he's done.
Okay.
It's over.
Yeah, but I mean, I'd be like, hey, guys, you want to jump in the Death Star and head on over to Spokane for the weekend?
Hell yeah.
Right.
Shouldn't take too long.
It's like a party bus.
All right.
It probably fit in your garage too. So I mean, really, it makes sense.
Man, at least part of it.
Yeah.
Don't take that.
There was no way I'd want one of those.
But it's up to you to decide on how you use it. I mean,
It's a Death Star. It was created to be like the weapon of death and horror and everything. It was like a completely horrible thing. That's what it was.
yeah, but I'll drink Death Wish coffee. It's not like I'm wishing death upon people.
Well, that's because that coffee's not designed to kill you.
Well, if you drink enough of it, possibly. It's very caffeinated.
Well, I suppose you could take it and go out and have fun, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, what do we build tanks for? We build tanks to go out and fight wars. I mean, so I guess it would be kind of cool to have a tank to ride around the neighborhood with, I guess.
Yes.
Same thing?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, we have an important question.
Okay. Yeah.
Somebody want to know, any of you guys get the PS5?
I wish.
Dude, yesterday.
Is it out?
It seemed like everybody in my on my social media pages were just losing their minds because either they got it and they're just not going to do anything else for the rest of their life because they're loving it, or people are pissed that they weren't able to get it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just saw...
Rev, you sound like the one that was not able to get it.
I am not able to get it. Also, I got a PS4 last year, so maybe I'm just going to wait a little bit. But, I mean, if someone's going to give it to me, I wouldn't say no.
Yeah, I think people are like putting it on like eBay for like a ridiculous amount of money right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Is the new Call of Duty that I've seen, is that for the PS5?
Yes, it's for both.
Oh, okay.
There's a new Xbox as well, right?
Okay. Exactly, yes. The Xbox Series X was, I think, a couple of days before the PS5.
Oh, so they both dropped right in time for the holidays.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Dude, this PS5 thing looks very big.
It looks super cool.
Whoa.
It's very sleek. It looks like a stormtrooper.
Yeah.
It really does.
See, I was gonna buy one, but there's not a game that I want to play right now because I just wait for Grand Theft Auto. So when that happens, that's when I'll go out and buy
I don't know if they're ever going to do that game again.
Oh, they are.
They are. They're totally going to do it.
Oh, they said they were?
Oh, yeah.
They got one coming out? Okay.
Yeah, if they like money, they will.
And I know Joey Dees has been playing a lot of Call of Duty. He just wrote a blog about it. So he's debating if he wants the PS5 or the new Xbox. So he's kind of stuck. Which one should he
Washington, you get the Xbox, man. That's Team Pride. That's the home team.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure none of you guys actually saw this, but Xbox had to put out a tweet yesterday asking for people not to vape into their Xbox Series X's.
Why would they do that?
Because, well, one person put it out there, like, oh, my thing is smoking and stuff, because if you blow into one of the exhaust ports or something on the side, it'll come and smoke out of the top of it, and it looks kind of cool. But they're like, yeah, basically for TikTok videos, they're like, please don't do this.
Well, why would they have to tell them not to do that if they're stupid enough to break their machines, right?
Because a lot of people were saying, oh, look at my Xbox is smoking.
It makes the Xbox look bad.
Dude, I saw the tweet and I legit thought that people were having issues with the game and they went like old school, like back in the Nintendo days when you blew into the cartridge. I did not realize that's why people were blowing into it.
No, I had to look more into it and I saw a couple of videos. I mean, it does look cool, but it also... there's a good possibility that it will ruin your Xbox. Don't do it, guys.
Well, I know that. I'm just wondering if they're also afraid it makes them look bad. Like, the Xbox is smoking. It's defective.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because I don't think I should have to warn someone not to be an idiot. If you want to go and blow smoke into anything you buy that's electronic, go ahead. What do I care? If you break it, you got to buy another one. That's another Xbox you got to buy.
There's warnings on toothpaste now, man.
Dude, yesterday McDonald's put out a tweet and actually said, I don't know who needs to hear this, but the McFlurry spoon is not a straw. That means somebody was trying to suck out of that spoon. See, people are dumb.
I don't know what to say anymore.
The spoon's not working.
A spoon is a spoon, isn't it?
Well, their spoon has the hole in it.
Oh,
because their spoon attaches to the
really did. Oh, attaches to the straw.
No, there's no straw, BJ.
So why is there no straw?
Because it attaches to the McFlurry machine, and they use your spoon to mix the McFlurry.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I could see why they would think that's a straw if it's got a hole in it. Okay, I can. Because maybe it goes all the way through, like to the spoon. You know, like it could be a hollow all the way through.
See how it goes right there. It's like a square kind of shape, and then it snaps into the McFlurry machine.
I could see that you could think that it's a hollow, like
I've been eating McFlurries for my whole life. Before I even realized what that was for, I just thought it was a weird looking spoon. Then I found out what, and I was like, "Whoa, that's cool! What a great idea!" But I never thought once to suck out of it. It's a spoon.
Yeah, I thought it could be a spoon and a straw at the same time.
Yeah.
Especially if you have something you can scoop ice cream out of and drink at the same time. That seems like a great invention. A spoon straw.
And you know what? They actually have those with the Slurpees. Slurpees are spoon straws.
Yes.
So
you know what? I can't really pick on somebody then if they.
Well, McDonald's had to put out a message yesterday,
but they did have to put out one.
I don't think that's horrible that you make that mistake, since they do have spoon straws. For the slushies, I guess, those Slurpees.
But who's trying to drink a McFlurry? It's ice cream.
Well, that is
right?
well.
It's not a shake.
That's the thing. If it starts melting, does it become a shake?
Yeah. Who the hell takes that long to eat their McFlurry that it starts melting?
Truth.
Well, sometimes at Dairy Queen, too, there would be so many people in line, especially during the hot summer months, that it would be just like thinner ice cream. So it would be more like a shake, even for the blizzard.
Not for Steve. Steve inhales that baby.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm done with that in less than 2 minutes.
Dude, I'm beefing with McDonald's right now.
Why? You're beefing with McDonald's? That's impossible.
And do
They're
they
the greatest
know?
people ever.
They do. Yeah, of course they know, Ronald. They took away the spicy chicken nuggets.
Already?
I went yesterday, and they were like, "Oh no, that was limited time." And I was like,
I feel like it didn't do too well if they decided to get rid of it. Unless it's like a McRib thing they're going to do from time to time.
I was like, I'll just take my rib.
I feel like it just got here.
You're right.
Right, I never had a chance to even try it.
They were so good too, but I just got the regular chicken. I love the chicken nuggets so much. I just wanted the spicy.
Oh, sorry, Danny.
It's okay.
Did you try and eat them through a spoon?
I did, actually.
That's why they took them away. People kept hurting themselves, and then they kept tripping over their Xboxes and blowing chicken nuggets into them.
Ew!
I just feel like if we don't warn these people, we're gonna get rid of all the dumb people.
I don't know if we'll get rid of the dumb people, but we'll at least have them have a moment of education. They'll realize, oh, that was stupid. I'll never do that again.
I don't know.
I don't know if anyone's going to die from vaping into their Xbox.
With chicken nuggets, maybe.
True.
Especially if they're spicy. All right.
Somebody says the PS5 is awesome. I took today off from work so I could keep playing it.
Yeah, I forget the theme of Call of Duty, but it involves old presidents or something like that? Like you get to go back in time or something?
Yeah, this one's a little bit older, and I know it involves President Reagan telling you to do special CIA ops and stuff like that.
It looked kind of cool. The commercial looked really awesome.
It looks kind of neat.
All right, well, we were talking McDonald's. I think it's now time to talk Burger King. Actually, this still is McDonald's because it's talking about a Big Mac. My bad. We're on McDonald's.
You
Let's stay on
ignorant
McDonald's.
fool. You thought Big Macs were in McDonald's and weren't at McDonald's, I mean?
I thought Steve was going to swear at you right there, man.
Well, let's just say I'm an old idiot who just can't get his brain working together.
Big Mac is always McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly. You ignorant fool.
Yes.
Jane, you ignorant fool.
You son of a bitch.
So how about this? A Big Mac. We use it for a lot of things, but is it romantic to use a Big Mac as a way to propose? We're going to talk about this at 9:49 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. There is a TikTok video, of course there is, going viral from a woman named Alina in Russia, where her boyfriend proposes to her by jamming the engagement ring into the top of a McDonald's Big Mac. I would love that, to be honest with you.
Nice.
Yeah. Most people in the comments say they wouldn't want that to be how they get engaged, but apparently it did it for Alina because she said yes. Look, if you love a tasty Big Mac and you want to marry me and I want to marry you, that is the perfect way to deliver that message.
I feel then you got to go full in and have Grimace be the official for the wedding.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
What about the Hamburglar? What's he going to be doing?
The ring bearer, clearly, and he runs off.
Yeah.
The ring.
Perfect. And then you got Ronald. He's got to be part of it, right?
Best man.
Mayor McCheese has got to do something.
Mayor McCheese actually should be the one in charge of the wedding.
And what do you call the little fry guys? Those little
They're fry guys.
Fry guys.
Yeah. The little fry monsters. Yeah.
They're
the fry guys.
They're the pillow people.
The pillow people?
Who carry the ring, the guy. The flour girl. They'll be the flour fries.
Flour fries?
Okay, I have no idea what just happened.
I just want a Big Mac.
That's really Ryan Castle, he's got a 12-pack, and that's up next.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
That happens in Future Man because they have to travel through time. But every time they go to a new place in time, sometimes their body parts get juxtaposed, and it's not cool.
Where is my wiener?
Well, that's exactly what happened.
I should check 1976.
Let's just say that one of the characters not really toting a lot while the other one is, and he was not happy when they got switched.
That's an awkward conversation too. Like, BJ, do you have my wiener? I think I have your wiener.
And I'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm going to go out and see the lady.
Man, if someone just came into this conversation, they are very confused.
For those that just tuned in, BJ stole my wiener.
Yeah.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How much does bankruptcy cost?
Well, bankruptcy costs, of course, vary depending on what type of case you're filing. There's a certain amount of court costs and other out-of-pocket costs that you're going to have in any case. The filing fees in a bankruptcy case are about $300, whether you file Chapter 7 or Chapter 13. One of the things to watch out for when you're shopping for bankruptcy attorneys or looking at the different cost options is that a lot of times, especially the really cheap places, don't tell you up front about all the court costs and whatnot that you're going to have to pay in addition to the attorney fees. So make sure that you get the full picture when you're comparing prices of bankruptcy lawyers on what the attorney fees are, how much your court costs are going to be, so that you can really make a true comparison.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Your home equity. It could be an untapped opportunity instead of an untouchable asset. Introducing HomeTap. HomeTap is an investor, not a lender. They give you cash in exchange for a share of your home's future value. Use it to pay off debt, make renovations, fund a business, or just live a better life. There's no interest or monthly payments to worry about. HomeTap. Get more from home ownership. Get more from life. Subject to eligibility, terms and conditions apply. Visit HomeTap.com to apply in minutes. That's HomeTap.com.